Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, guys, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. Let's dive into Bitcoin, guys. I'm going to start here on the two-day chart. What this video is for is to give my overall thoughts on the market. I'm going to go from weekly, daily views all the way down to the hourly views here, guys. I've been away for the past week or two in Colorado, and now I'm about to actually be flying out with the family to North Carolina to the beach out there on the East Coast, guys. So I want to give my overall thoughts, my overall thesis on the market right now, so y'all can all have that as I'll continue to be away a little bit from the computer, guys. So here we go. Let's dive into this two-day chart, guys. Let's remember this, okay? Let's go back over this in our two-day, kind of our daily view chart, guys. Remember, what I'm looking at here is our macro A, B, and C wave correction, okay? And let's get that highlighted for y'all here, okay? So this is what I believe we're at. We're in our macro ABC correction, okay? And in this A wave, we have our A, B, and C wave down. And let me kind of make that smaller so we don't get all jumbled up here. So in that A wave, we have our sub ABC. In this B wave of our macro B wave correction here, we have our sub A, B, and C wave here. And as y'all know, as y'all been following, what I was looking for here in the C wave and what I've been telling y'all is that all throughout here, all the way down to here to our lowest point at about what, 26.7 or so, we had yet to make a B wave here. And now what I'm seeing, guys, is that we potentially have our A, and we now possibly have our B wave high right here, guys. So now we'd be looking for, and as I've been saying for the past weeks, month plus, is that I'm at least looking at 23K range, which is somewhere, right down here, just above, this next white line that I have marked right here, y'all. So again, that's still what I'm looking at. My thesis hasn't changed. I've been saying the same thing all the way since essentially back here at the beginning of May, even going into April, that this is essentially what I'm looking at, guys. Remember our macro ABC correction. We get back above on the macro view. We get back above our A wave low right here, which is at approximately 33K, give or take. We hold that level as key support, okay? And that's where we'll see ourselves good for continuation, okay? So essentially what I'm looking at here is potentially some more choppy action. We're going to make it down here. In my opinion, we are going to make it down here at some point, okay? We come back up, we get back above our A wave low, represented right here, right? Our A wave low right here. We hold that level as key support, and that's where we'll see ourselves good for continuation in the market. I don't think that that's going to be an overnight thing. I don't think it's going to be extremely quick. I think a lot of people are looking for that quick bottom and then, okay, let's just get back to bull run. Let's just send it to 100K. Personally, guys, I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I could see this kind of dragging out here for multiple months, guys. And I would potentially see, going into, quarter 3, quarter 4 of this year, going into 2023, that's where we can maybe start seeing those highs, coming up here and going back and pushing these highs again. But I don't think it's going to be what everyone is looking for, of just that quick bottom, okay, and then let's send it to 100K. I could be wrong, guys, but that's what I'm looking at here, okay? So again, if we zoom in just a little bit more, we bring it to like a one-day chart, guys. Like I was saying, I do think we needed to back test 33K. I was saying that since back here, and we came back up and we hit about 32, what was it, 32.4, so a little over 32.4, 32.5. Being exchange dependent there. So could we come up higher? Could we make another high? Yeah, I could foresee that we do come out and test this, what was once a demand zone here, guys, which is now going to act as our supply zone. Okay, so this previous demand zone when we were up here has now flipped as our supply zone. Okay, do y'all see that, where we had previous supply up here, previous demand where it was getting bought? We've now flipped that as resistance here. So could we come back up here and test these levels a little bit higher? Sure, we absolutely could, guys. But at the end of the day, okay, in my opinion, we are still coming back down to at least these levels down here. We have to make a sub C wave that's going to go lower than this sub A wave right here, guys, okay? And then that would be a potential long opportunity, okay? So instead of longing off our macro A wave low here, guys, we could then long off our sub ABC right here, which would be at approximately 26,690 or so. Okay, so if what you see, okay, if I'm away from the computer and you see something like this happen, okay, price comes down here, we do something like that, price gets back above this level, back test that level as key support, okay, you can enter long right here, guys. Okay, you can enter long right here, and that would be a good long entry right here. And you have your relative stop loss depending on your leverage, etc., etc. Don't be shooting for 5%, over 5% stop loss there, guys. But not financial advice, but you can be looking for a long off that sub ABC instead of waiting for this macro ABC to complete, getting back above that macro A wave low at 33K, guys. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at on the daily view. Feel free to rewind this video if you need to go back and kind of reiterate that. Now let's get into that weekly view, guys. Remember, I've been showing y'all this, okay, the weekly view. And I've been showing y'all this since way back here in January, since everyone was saying that imitating or the price action of 2018 was not possible. And I was saying, it very much is possible. I've been there, I've done that. It very much is possible, guys. We had that crossover, right? In 2018, we had the crossover here, and I was warning y'all that this could happen. And as we know, as y'all been following Twitter, following the videos, all this happened. We closed below that 100 EMA in green. I told y'all we were at minimum going to the 200 EMA in that dark blue or purple right there, just like we did in 2018, just as we've done so many times in the past. It was almost inevitable. I hate the word inevitable in crypto, but it was as close as to inevitable as you can get to that having to happen. We did that, and now we're back above there. And as y'all all know, we have just been essentially ranging sideways here, guys. Okay, but I have given y'all a little kind of tidbit secret here. I'm not totally relying on this. This is just a small piece of information that I've been giving y'all. Okay, every time in the past, okay, we see here when the 20 EMA in yellow right here has crossed below, right? When the cross below happened from the 20 EMA to the 100 EMA there in green, okay? That essentially marked an exact bottoming structure, okay? Do y'all see that? Where the cross is right here and we look down right here, it's essentially right where this bottoming structure was at, okay? So that could potentially, I'm not saying, bet all your cards on this, guys, okay? I'm not saying go all in when this happens, okay? But look right here, back when this 20 crossed below the 100 EMA, it was literally right on the bottoming candle, essentially. I mean, right around it. So, guys, what I'm telling you is that when that happens, I would not be afraid to throw some chips on the table if or when this happens. And when could it happen? Who knows, right? If this keeps on going down like this, and this EMA right here keeps on going a little bit sideways like this, that would probably be that's saying mid into June potentially. And that's all going to depend on price action, right? If we keep going sideways, the slower that's going to happen. If we have a huge drop down, guys, then that could potentially happen a little bit quicker. Again, not saying bet all your cards on that, but go all in. I'm just saying keep a watch on that, guys. Okay, it's proven fruitful multiple times in the past. That could potentially be a decent spot to throw some chips in and say, let's see what happens here. Okay, now if price just looks atrocious, if there's other factors that just look abominable, maybe you rethink that. I'm just giving you this one piece of information, this little tidbit that I haven't seen many people mention, actually no one mentioned, that has been a pretty good indicator of a bottoming structure there and a bottoming structure there in each of these macro corrections. Okay, so keep an eye on that, guys. Let's jump into the hourly. Let's dive in and see what we're looking on the hourly. There really is not much, guys. This sideways range has been going on. Let's pull out to a 3 hour. Has been going sideways since back here at May 12th. This is almost a month-long sideways action here, guys. This is so boring. It's almost the perfect time for me to be away from the computer, taking vacations with the family. It really is, because what is this garbage? I mean, yeah, you can trade this if you want. Yeah, if you're just totally just scalping these lower time frames, then fine. But we had this one little fake out here. And now we're just back in the same exact range, guys. Now holding this macro level in pink, okay? So this white line, these two white lines right here are just, showcasing this range that we've been in, this range-bound price action. These pink lines that I have marked for y'all are the macro support and resistance levels, guys. And something that we could have potentially brewing right here is that we do have a little bit of bullish divergence somewhat forming right here, guys, where we have a lower low in price. We have higher lows on the oscillator. Do y'all see that? Let me pull up the RSI as well for y'all so I can showcase that. Again, same thing, lower lows in price, higher lows on the RSI, higher lows on the market cipher. So what that could be potentially indicating here, while we're also at a macro support level, so bullish divergence at a macro support, that could potentially mean that we are going to see some short-term, again, lower time frame. This is an hourly chart, guys. Lower time frame upwards price action here potentially, guys, where maybe we come back up and test these lows, which matches up with these highs right here. Maybe we go and test that 31,000 K range again, come up and test the high of this range once again at about 31,000 or so, guys. So a little bit of bullish divergence there on the lower time frames, but really other than that, guys, I mean this is just boring sideways action. Not too much going on here on the lower time frames. I'm really mainly focused on those higher time frames, getting that, watching for the bottoming structure to come in. I haven't gone all in on the market. I haven't really been buying anything. I really haven't even been trading, guys, over the past week or two since I've kind of been away from the computer. I still have the Bitcoin short. Actually, I saw the Bitcoin short that I did way up here at 48K, guys, way up here when this box that. As long as you were following, you were with me on that. I'm still holding that, guys. I'm still holding that position there. And I'll let that go if or when we get to 23K, or if we start coming up here, I'll start hedging that with, longs. If we do come back and get above 33K, I'll start hedging that position and look to let it go, as price action kind of unfolds that way. Otherwise, I'm looking to let it go further down in price, guys. But that's essentially what we're looking at. I wanted to give a total overview of every part of the market right here, guys. I know this video is a little bit long. I hope you're still watching right now. I gave a bunch of great information, guys. But if you have any questions, throw them on the Twitter, throw them down in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, throw your comments down. Thanks for watching today, guys. I'll see y'all later.